Alright, it's been a while, I can't even lie. So, a bit of a background. I was going to do an update video at the start of this month, but I got the flu, and it was really, really bad, so I was like completely out of commission for a whole week. And then other stuff started happening, and I also did stream a few bit times this past month. I have 12 gigabytes of VODs to go through, so I will get around to editing those at some point. And there was a world tour at the end of the stream I did yesterday, but I didn't think it was very good in hindsight. So I'm doing another one now. And I decided to start all the way up here at the top of this fort, which I built way back in, I believe it was 1.0 and 1.1. And you can tell because it goes to Y127, which was the build height back at the time. Now, let's not really around the bush and just get to it. I have this wheat farm I need to clean up, and I also have this enchanting system set up. I really need to make a new one because I'm getting fed up of just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Because if you look down there, I'm usually working all the way down in that city I'm building, all the way down there. And I had to come up here to enchant my tools, my armor. It's a whole thing. I don't want to keep doing it like that, and I think you could probably agree with me if you were in this situation. There's also these railways going across these bridges, which, way back when, I was going to make this the main area, but as you can see, I have flooded it, so that's not happening anytime soon. This is going to be the main area, but I decided against it because I just didn't think it really fit. And in some ways I would say I was right, in other ways I feel like I jumped the gun with the flooding, and maybe should have reconsidered it when I was doing it. But that's a problem for future me. Disregard this when I become future me. Over here was another part I was going to build. It's like I was going to build like a network of forts that are all connected by railways, and they're going to like a nice, cool mountain society. I think I might commit to that at some point once I finish the big city down there. There's a obsidian among us. I'm not sure what possessed me to build it, other than I thought it was funny, which I guess works. There's also this snake I built for Chinese New Year. It was supposed to go higher up, but at the time I still didn't have the world height to do it. And over here is the first thing I built in, well, the end of 1.8. I built a 2025 out of what thingy? Stone. Because I thought this was north. No, I thought it was just south. No, I thought that was... No. Yeah. So, back in beta, I don't know if you know this, but the sunrise and sunset are actually flipped. So it rose in the north and it set in the south, as opposed to rising in the east and setting in the west like it does in real life. I don't know why that is a thing in Minecraft, or was a thing, but I guess I'm just not going to question it. And while I'm up here, I'm now realizing there's a lot of areas I still need to light up, which I'll get to later. I'll probably get to it after I finish this recording, actually. Anyway, I believe a tour of the main base is what I want to do. So I am going to commit to that now. Alright, here we are. That's just I need to get out of the way. This is the main base I've been supposed to live in for the better part of since I started this world. There is this lake did not have lily pads in it. I added those after finding a swamp, and there was no sugarcane along that. See, like, is it coastline? If there's a lake, I don't quite think that's how that works. But the point is, all that sugarcane was planted there, so I could just exploit the fact you didn't need leather to craft books in older versions. I get why that was changed, but I don't know, I think we should have kept it. I think it would have been cool. I'm good. Okay. Sorry, just checking something. So. Down here is my old storage room. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, but it works until I started just overflowing with items and I really couldn't, like, keep a small storage room. Was not good at. Oh yeah, portal down here. This was the last area of the base I lit up way back. I should probably close the door. Up here is a nice little balcony, so I can really see the development of what I've been building. Wow, there was a time when there was nothing there. If I can find some screenshots, I will send them. I'm realizing in hindsight that maybe putting Ramiel right there was a bad idea. I was like, oh, I got nowhere else to build Ramiel, so I'll do it there. That was a mistake on Pastoony's part. Down here is a small fort, but we'll get back to this in a hot minute. Up here is the old bedroom, the first one I had. And again, I remember when there was nothing out there, it was just darkness. Oh, there's stuff in here. I need to relocate that. Can I fit it all in my... Damn, I can't fit it all in my inventory. That sucks. This was a rail line. Where's that coming from? This is an old farm, because the original auction it built solely in here. This is gonna be it. Where are those zombies? Just go away. Right. This is more of the railway that connects the entire base. This also used to be dark, and I spent a while lighting it up some time ago. And this was supposed to be what I considered a war room. What war I was fighting is anyone's guess, I'll be perfectly honest. It certainly wasn't an interesting one if I didn't get to use this room for it. There are some zombies around here that I have to kill. I'm sure I'll find them. Or I could just casually ignore them and go to the other side of the base. In here. Up this way is my new room and the railway terminal. The cross base line. This is my main bedroom. I used mossy cobblestone because mossy cobblestone still isn't renewable for like the next several versions. I think it was 1.14 they added that recipe, but I will fact check that and leave a comment if I am wrong, because I very much could be. While I'm here, you can see pride flag, some hearts I built, Valentine's Day, and the opposite side of the base. I don't have a minecart on me. I should get a decent view of what I've been building so far. Fun fact, when I started this, I used gravel and cobblestone for the pathways. That was a mistake, because I'd spent like several hours digging it back up, replacing it all with stone slabs, like you see now. Like, that was gravel, that was gravel, that was gravel. Oh god, this was gravel, it was a whole mess, and it was really annoying. Down here is a wheat farm I built, which was back when I was very much confined to this area and this area alone. It's a bit of a... Is that a creeper? There's still dark spots in my base. Ah, I'm out of arrows. Sad. This is another building that does something. I don't know why I have my inventory either. Oh, that's a bit freaky. It's good. Microscope. Yeah, this does... It's just got a static value, I guess. And if we loop around over here, there is a wooden staircase, which is upgrade to something. Zombie, you made me look bad. Beautiful. me. Right. This is a wizard tower, which I built like forever ago. And this also goes to the height limit if I remember correctly. No, you cannot. Yeah, you can't enchant anything because of the way it's built, which is kind of a shame. I think I should relocate this crafting table, enchanting table, and move it somewhere else. Because, like I said, it's really inconvenient to enchant anything. Oh, I haven't been up here in ages. Hold on. Yeah, I remember what this is going to be now. There's that room underneath the fort that I completely neglected as well. I don't entirely remember what this was, but I think it's just a connection point for other parts of my base. But that was the plan. I need to do like a real, genuine renovation of this place at some point. Just completely, like, overhaul it. Anyway, now that I've done that, we need to go down. We need to go out into here. So, this originally was going to go all the way down into this valley, but as you can see, I have since flooded it. And around about here was the original flat area. This bit where there is sand was the original sea level, not sea level, like lake level. And you can see I've since raised that significantly. Originally, it was going to go much higher, but this tree kind of convinced me otherwise. So yeah, this tree, which I've referred to old growth trees, because it's a finite amount of them now, is the reason I went only this high. This was supposed to be like a big old railway building and customs house. Like, oh, you go here, and this is where you get like things stacked, or at least you would in like a war sense. Up this way are some premium, in air quotes, houses. And a big old bridge connecting you to the main base. But because building is pain, go all the way around. Go through this. There used to be a bunch of stuff here, but I relocated that literally yesterday at the time of recording this. You have to go up this way, you have to go through here. There's some houses here. So the entrance to one at the back is up this way, which is kind of weird. What was I thinking? This is just a general store. There's a house above it. Like, sorry, no, for a second, I don't know why. Time zone's changing. That's probably why. Yeah, I think the idea was I was gonna have a bunch of villagers live here, like these weird, like, cramped conditions, but like, you know, it's better than the alternative, because what is it with Minecraft players and building like the most unethical farms ever devised? Like, I'm pretty sure not even battery farms are this bad. Like, you know, or is it battery? I think it's battery in the sense of the crime, of the power source. Oh, and before I forget, the house there is a bridge here. And there is this pathway down this way, which connects to everything. That's also a connection to the base, because more the merrier. And now we can get on to my favorite part of the world so far. Oh, hold on a second. Sorry about that. This is the main city I've been building. The most recent addition has been this pathway, which I built a few days ago. Did I do it on stream? I don't remember. I have to look for my VODs. If I did, I will include footage of it. If I didn't, I didn't. This is the agricultural area. This was one of the first areas I built. This carrot potato farm was actually only recently filled in because I went out fighting with a losing sword and managed to get potatoes and carrots in the same day, which was pretty good. That pumpkin farm was one of the first things I built way back. None of this existed, and that was the first thing I built. And I built this wheat farm. I built this one. Built that. I did not come up with a design for these or this. The names of the people that made them currently elude me, but I promise I will put them in the description because I'm not a big enough YouTuber to get away with that. Let's put it that way. Not that I would. I have standards. This is the storage area. This is also, like I said, this was not my design. I took it from a YouTube video, so I will look to that as soon as I can. It is a bit of a disorganized mess, but it works, kinda. I remind myself where things are every so often. First time I'm organizing forever, and I can never remember where anything is. I should start investing into I should start investing into item frames. Oh, and brewing stands. I used those for the first time recently on this world. Didn't really have a reason to use them beforehand. Yeah, there's 2 gravel chests because as I mentioned previously, I used a lot of gravel in the past, so I have a full chest of gravel, which I will probably use for concrete when that becomes a thing. I just cannot wait for composting to be a thing. That's going to be 1.14, which is going to be like several months away. Oh my god. Anyway, there are carrot potato farms back here with some little scarecrows I built. There's a pathway to go down to the melon farm. Takes you over here. There's another wheat farm there. And it brings you out to this area, which eventually I'm going to build it, but right now I haven't bothered. I've got like the main valley to fill in first, and I've been filling it in quite extensively. These are some of the first houses I built. I don't want to call them experimental, but it was me mostly trying to figure out if I can maximize the space that I had, given the way I've built these pathways. This was the first really big house that I built, and it's constructed in the strangest way ever. Like, honestly god, what is this? What kind of far thing is this? There is a bunch of stuff down there. There is a building over that way, actually. I will show you. I'm stuck in a door. Alright, this is an illusion of flatness. There used to be a lot more varied, but I've covered it over because I wanted to. I wanted a nice flat area to build things on. Yeah, this, as the name implies, was a good source of gravel, and I just dug it out and turned it into this, and I think it looks kind of cool. The stone bricks roughly align with where the gravel used to be. You also get a nice view of the area so far from over here. There is a wall which separates this side of, I think it's a whole valley in its own right. Yeah, it was. This separates this side of the valley from this side of the valley, which another case of one of these days I will build that. I don't know when one of these days actually entails. This was supposed to go somewhere, but I don't know where it's going to go. I'm probably just going to keep digging. Knowing me. Go up this way, you can see more of the build. There is a mining outpost or mining complex right in the middle of the city because that's a great idea. That's a really good idea. Just put it right there. There are some houses. There's a blacksmith. One of these is a library. Oh, that's a library over there as well. Let me give you a quick look into that. Yeah, it's a bit cramped in here, but it is what it is. Help! Door stuck. I'm also realizing you've seen the birch planks. That's from when this used to be gravel. And I just didn't bother to really, because eventually no one's gonna see it. No one's gonna notice that. Except the fact I've just pointed out, so you're probably gonna be thinking about it whenever I tour this world again. This is a sheep pen. I need to dye a bunch of these sheep so that the colors are set to 25. There's also this unpleasant gradient that I should move, but I'm gonna leave it there. Because I can. And it's funny. This is also something I didn't build myself. I will once again link the person that actually did build it, and I basically just stole the design from in the description. There's a cow pen, which I did build actually. Stop disobeying the laws of physics. I don't know if other versions have this problem, but I've noticed in older Minecraft, like, mobs just face removals. Like, I think this is like the pre-entity cramming days, so that's probably why. While I'm here. Oh, that's a lot of baby chickens. More than I was expecting. Moving on. That house up there. Let me go show you. Oh, there's also a wall over here that's kind of redundant, because, yeah. Mobs can just walk right in. And I need to fix that. It's a big security risk. Very big security risk, I dare say. Yeah, up here it was like a retreat sort of house, but because the city keeps expanding, it's now just kind of a viewpoint. Actually, you get a better view from the balcony. It's supposed to be a tower here, so I could overlook the valley that way. But that's an old plan, and I might just get rid of it. Yeah, over here, you get a very good view of the city. But we're not done yet. We are almost done, though. Just not yet. I need to do something about here first. Over here are some auto smelters. These are also not my design. Like, I don't understand redstone, full stop. So, this is another case of there are 4 things I need to link in the description, which I'm totally fine with. What do you take me for? Oh, I haven't finished this one. Oh my god. Oh, that's embarrassing. I'll have to fix that later. Now, I'm saving these bits for last because they're the only real things I think are worth showing. I found that sapling in like 1.0. And it still hasn't grown. These are areas that I've been working on recently. These storage buildings have nothing in them, but they exist for aesthetic purposes, I suppose. One of these days I'll have something in them, but today's not that day. It's night again. And last but not least is the most ill-fitting visual aesthetic in a desert. This town, which still doesn't have a name. I remember spending hours collecting the snow and the logs to make this. Oh my god, it was painful. I built it in 1.1. That's why the roofs look like this and why all the logs go up like this. And it's also why I built it with gravel. because stone slabs weren't worth building, like full stop. Because one, you only got 3 of them, so there was no point in building them. It was just a waste of resources. And 2, they always only went down. You couldn't place them upside down, like you can now. And I'm so thankful they made that change. Can you imagine if that was still a thing? That'd be awful. It's like a flat building of some kind. It's really more actual furnishing. And this was a home I built for myself. I'm gonna sleep the night here. And all things considered, that's really it. A lot has changed in this world, and a lot more will change in this world. So, I know there's maybe a few people who will ever see this, but I am thankful for your patience, and I will see you in the next world update, or next stream, because I'm trying to stream more often coming April. I've got to make money somehow, because places aren't hiring. That's not important. What's important is I will see you later. Goodbye.